The birthplace of Madonna,
like a virgin.
on August 16th, 1958, just 2 months and 1 week after Prince was born, an 11-hour drive away on I-94.
You're listening to Queer Money episode 439, and today we're sharing the most affordable LGBTQ plus friendly city in Michigan. Let's get on with the show. The mission of Queer Money is to financially empower the LGBTQ plus community. Join us in thanking Capital One for supporting that mission. Welcome back, folks. And yes, we are continuing our Queer City series, looking at affordable LGBTQ plus friendly cities all across the United States. If you're watching on YouTube, you can catch the whole series here. If you're listening, click on the link in your podcast player.
Last week, we visited Minnesota. For YouTube viewers, you can watch that here. And if you're listening on your podcast, you can check the link in your podcast player.
Again, we want to share some more podcast love. Add me 720-259-7035. Sounds kind of like a phone number. They said of the podcast that it's highly recommended. They can't say enough about the podcast. It's very informative and entertaining. We're entertaining. If you feel inclined, please give Queer Money a rating and review on your favorite podcast player or on this YouTube channel, the Debt Free Guys Queer Money YouTube channel. So let's get back to the real reason here, and that is because we're talking about the state of Michigan, right?
Exactly.
So who is the runner-up for the state of Michigan, John?
The runner-up city for the state of Michigan is Ferndale, not to be confused with Elmdale on Schitt's Creek. Ferndale is, though, an inner suburb of Detroit.
And evidently a very gay-friendly place, too.
Nice. Why did it get our second place spot? It got a 100 on the Human Rights Campaign Municipal Equality Index, one of 3 cities in Michigan to do so. Home values average $242,000 per property. That's right in the middle for the state. Rents average $1,650 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. That's per month. Cost of living is 109.2%. That's in the middle for the state. Average income is $69,000 a year. Median income is $57,000 a year, both of which are in the middle for the state.
So that's a runner-up. Tired of all the credit card offers you get from your current credit scoring app? Download CreditWise by Capital One today to avoid them. Our winner is Detroit. So it's inner city of Detroit, and that's actually a place where we just recently visited, and we found that it's a very interesting. There's a lot of things going on there.
Cute little city.
Yeah, there's some great parts of
a lot of opportunity.
Inner city Detroit. So why did Detroit end up the winner? Well, it also got a 100 on the HRC Municipal Equality Index. Home values. This is probably why Detroit is the winner. Home values were the lowest that we have seen so far, and lowest in the state of Michigan. And a lot of this has to do probably with the fact that there is a lot of abandoned homes or very low-priced homes trying to clear out the inventory there. Home values come in at an average of $68,000 for your typical home in Detroit.
Wow.
Rents, $1,233 a month, which was on the low end. The cost of living, also probably affected by home prices here, 80.2%. That's the lowest in the state of Michigan. Income, also pretty low, comes in as the second lowest for the state at $52,000 for average income. And median income came in at $40,000, which was the lowest for the state of Michigan. So lots of things on the low end here. That is the reason why it ended up bumping up to being number one in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, there is a lot of opportunity there. And for those who have the opportunity to geo arbitrage, meaning where you're able to work in almost whatever city you want to in the world and still benefit from the income of living in a higher price city, this could be a great opportunity to really improve your net worth, save some money, get into real estate yourself. Just a lot of opportunity there.
Exactly. I think one of the other things is there are a lot of people who have a creative spirit that are moving towards the city, to this city, because they know that they can balance their career and their life with their creativity and be able to live in a low-cost area, which we find is very typical for a lot of artists. They want to try to find a low-cost area to live, and that's what we're seeing explode in the Detroit area, is a lot of individuals On the creative side.
Exactly. If we were to give out a bronze medal, it would go to Ann Arbor.
Very close number 3 here.
Very close number 3. It got also a 100 on the Human Rights Campaign Municipal Equality Index. But what kept this out of the top or the second spot was the housing and rent prices, just a little bit too high for our analysis. So it didn't quite qualify for our top 1 or 2, but maybe we need to start giving out bronze medals.
One of the some of the great things about Detroit is that 40% of all the population in Michigan, over 10 million people, live in the Detroit metro area. It's a very high concentration of individuals. As the birthplace of the automobile, it is known as Motor City. It is also the birthplace of Motown and the Motown Museum. Motor City is a very big city, but it does have pockets where you can find decent and even high-paying jobs, and still, as John mentioned earlier, a place where it's affordable, you can find low-cost housing.
Exactly. Motor City Pride is typically the second weekend in June 10th and 11th this past year. Check out the local LGBTQ plus magazine that we picked up a copy of when we were there, called Between the Lines. Also check out the LGBT Detroit Community Center and also Affirmations, the support services center. And then, so with all that, congratulations, Detroit, Ferndale, and maybe next year you can make the top spot, Ann Arbor. Financial independence with a checking and savings account that doesn't nickel and dime you with fees. Get a Capital One 360 checking or 360 performance savings account at Capital One today.
Don't miss next Thursday Queer Money bonus episode when we cover the most affordable, most LGBTQ plus friendly city to live in the state of Massachusetts. This state is a really gay state.
If you'd like to see the results of all the cities in each state that we're analyzing, go to queermoneypodcast.com/cities, or click the link in your podcast player if you're listening, or click the link here if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you and have a great weekend.